Now let's get more perspective to the story. I have joining me a human rights lawyer, Josephine Ijekhuemen. In a letter addressed to the Chief Coroner High Court of Lagos, the parents of the deceased are now requesting an inquest into the tragic death. How effective is a coroner's inquest in cases like this?
Hello, good evening. Can you hear me?
Very clearly I can. Please go ahead.
Yes. Coroner's inquest is very important if there is a suspicion, there's a suspicious death, and then there's need for there to be a thorough investigation so that the rule of either the death is via accident or there's a homicide or a murder involved. So the coroner's inquest is almost like a court hearing where the coroner will set up a panel, they will call witnesses, including the pathologist that performed the surgery, the autopsy, and other parties involved to inquire into the cause and all the circumstances surrounding the death of an individual. So it is actually very effective.
The school in question has sent out 2 press releases since this incident. The first one denied that Sylvester was beaten by students, insisting that he fell while playing football. And in the other release, the school says it's doing everything to assist the police in their investigation. What really would you consider the burden of responsibility that the school must carry at this time?
The school has a very high burden of responsibility. They owe a fiduciary duty of care to the students under their wards, under their care. They have the duty to ensure that the children that are coming out of that school are the product that their parents desire them to be, one. Secondly, they also owe the duty to ensure that the children are safe, because we know the provision of the law clearly says that a child, the paramount consideration is the welfare of the child. So what is the welfare of the children under this school's care if they feel that they don't owe so much duty? To the parents, to the government, to the authorities, the school has a high responsibility in ensuring that the children are protected, and also ensuring that the issue that has happened now, that justice is seen to be done indeed. In the course of my trying to get a background for this interview, I got in touch with so many parents who were telling me about their different gory experiences with bullying and cultism in our institution of learning, especially the primary and secondary school. Recently, there was a riot in a secondary school in Benin City where a set of court groups went and attacked the principal and destroyed properties. The same thing in Anambra. Young children are taking Impilimi, I don't know, the drug that is in vogue for them now, and there's a high level of cultism in those schools, and it's making learning difficult for children who don't want to be involved. The same thing we are hearing about some other schools who, like for example, the school in Abuja where a young lady died from a toxic shock as a result of used condom found in her, and then that school is stonewalling investigation. So they don't have a right to feel that they don't have the responsibility to ensure that they need to be open. That is why they have authorities licensing them to conduct educational institution for children. They cannot say that they dictate what goes on there, and they can tell the government or tell the authorities that, okay, we can't open our books, we can't let you know what is happening. This is not really our responsibility, so to speak.
Human rights lawyer Josephine Ijekhuemen, thank you for talking to us tonight.